the marbles, the UFC middleweight championship of the world between Brad Tavares and the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Well, you just never know when the next UFC superstar is going to emerge. I submit to you, the UFC's interim middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, only made his UFC debut in February of 2018, and it's an understatement to say he has taken this sport by storm.
It's an understatement, a massive understatement. For a long time, I had heard about Israel Adesanya before he even got to the UFC, but did not know what to expect. I did not expect such a versatile skill set, an ability to stay upright, an ability to deal with the pressure of wrestlers, an ability to stay the course whenever things aren't going necessarily as you planned. He was just wise beyond his time in the octagon from the moment he got there. And I think that's because he chose the exact right time to come to the UFC.
Right, he didn't force it. He has become a sensation overnight. And most people believe when it comes to Israel Adesanya, the best is yet to come. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart. Some differences in height and reach as well. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 17 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Brad Tavares.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the film.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Nice straight punch.
I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury.
It's a luxury. I've never had one over the course of my entire career. But fighting guys that are taller, you struggle whenever they are very aware of such a massive advantage. This guy is going to try and use this tonight.
Adesanya going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination. Walk out to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya. And everything's landing with so much power. You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Nice kick.
Tags him with a flush left.
Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Right hand on point. Checks that leg kick. Just misses with the jab there.
Relax, keep those hands up.
Under a minute to go. Oh, big damaging knees here to the body. Knee to the body. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
15 seconds.
If you take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Oh, he connects there. Fine, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer. He looks like a professional boxer out there, throwing and stringing those combinations together. He landed those big punches over and over again, and it was this one right here that really did change the tide of the round.
All right, calm down. You've been hit with bigger shots than that, all right? We're going to shake this off. We're going to come back.
Okay, you ready? Round two. Ready?
All right, second round underway. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. His opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
So we call on the numbers here. 40 total strikes have landed for Israel Adesanya. And landing with 40% accuracy tonight against Brad Tavares. Tavares gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Under 3 minutes here to go in round two. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think a lot of people watching wonder how you can control an opponent like that. Hard to get out of.
It's very difficult to get out of. Look and notice how tight his elbows are as he's maneuvering and moving his opponent into positions where he can get off the strikes.
Oh, and he caught the kick.
I need you to get that takedown now.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Nice. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, straight right. Oh! This kid's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was opening versus Adesanya. And you know we still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Well, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched him.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Let's get it to Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliano calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel Adesanya.
All right, so we got a new UFC middleweight champion, and this is a title that no one can ever take away from you. He's got a UFC belt at his home for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. And they say it takes a village to build a champion. If you look behind him, celebrating with his